Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive.
Yeah.
And today we're going to be looking at Pier Francesco Geraci,
Okay.
CEO of Traction.
Interesting.
And he's been called, a digital marketing guru.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see why when you look at his background. He's launched over 20 companies throughout his career.
Wow. That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
I think the thing that first kind of caught my eye with him was his unusual path to success. A master's in nonlinear dynamics and chaos.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not something you see every day.
It's not your typical?
Not your typical marketing.
Yeah, starting point for a marketing whiz, right?
Right. Do you think there's a connection there?
I actually do.
Okay.
When you think about it, chaos theory is all about understanding complex systems and predicting seemingly random outcomes.
Okay.
Now apply that to the world of digital marketing,
Uh-huh.
which is constantly in flux.
Right, always changing.
There's new platforms emerging all the time and new trends
Mhm.
popping up. So, understanding how these systems behave and how small changes can have big impacts.
That makes sense.
It can be incredibly valuable.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And if you look at his work, you can actually see this idea in action.
Okay.
He even applied chaos theory to try to predict stock market fluctuations
Interesting.
for his thesis.
Wow.
So that kind of predictive power
Yeah.
is very applicable to marketing.
Right.
If you can kind of get a sense of how these massive complex systems work,
Uh-huh.
you can really be ahead of the game.
It's like he almost saw the future of marketing where data and algorithms would be so important.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't stop there.
Mm-hmm.
He also went to the London Business School.
Right. And that's probably where the real entrepreneurial spirit,
Yeah.
kicked in.
Right.
You're surrounded by these, very driven individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And it really kind of fosters a certain drive to create something new.
To build.
And that's what we see
Yeah.
with his trajectory.
Okay.
After that,
So he finishes London Business School, and then he just dives right in.
head first
Yeah.
into the world of consulting.
You worked with Spectrum Strategy Consultants and Bain & Company.
Yep, big names.
Yeah.
And not just that, but he was working with clients like Telecom New Zealand,
Uh-huh.
Mediaset Fiat,
Wow. So a pretty big range of different companies.
all over the map,
Yeah.
getting that experience across a lot of different industries.
It's like he was laying the groundwork almost.
Yeah, absorbing all that
And
knowledge
clicking it in.
before launching out on its own.
Yeah, so he had those consulting gigs,
Right.
and then he moves to FramFab
Yeah.
and establishes their Italian operations.
Takes them from 0 to 120 employees
Wow,
and 15 million in revenue.
that's incredible.
That's not just understanding a business, that's also leadership.
Yeah,
And scaling a company rapidly.
that's a big jump to go from
Yeah.
consultant to entrepreneur.
It is.
He didn't stop there, though, right? He went on to launch a whole bunch of different startups.
Yeah, he seemed to have this insatiable
Yeah,
need to create.
seems like it. Yeah,
He couldn't just work for somebody else. He had to
Yeah.
make his own thing.
right.
And he didn't shy away from any sector. He went into, gaming, entertainment, you name it.
Like, what are some of those companies that he founded?
So we've got Blue Amina,
Okay,
Bingo Gist,
I've never heard of that one.
People's Poker,
Okay.
which was Italy's first poker room with an AAMS license.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then 888.
Okay. So he's got this really diverse
Very diverse.
portfolio,
Yeah.
not just a marketing guru,
Mhm.
but really a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Okay, so of all these ventures that he's been a part of, the one we're going to focus on today is Traction.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about Traction. What is it? What's the story behind it?
So Traction, founded in 2015,
Okay.
is all about helping businesses leverage digital opportunities
Okay.
to achieve results.
Okay. And they focus on two key areas: performance marketing and marketing automation.
So performance marketing, can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so performance marketing is moving beyond just creating awareness.
Mm-hmm.
It's about driving tangible outcomes.
Like leads and sales?
Exactly, lead sales.
Okay, yeah.
Downloads whatever the business goal is. It's about making sure that every dollar you spend on marketing
Right.
is actually producing a return.
It's measurable.
Yeah,
So that's where Traction really comes in.
exactly. And they use cutting-edge technology,
Okay.
including AI-powered marketing automation to do that.
They have a platform called autocust.it,
Yes,
which sounds pretty futuristic.
it is.
Can you give me an example of how that AI actually makes a difference?
Sure. So imagine a potential customer is browsing an e-commerce site.
Okay.
They add items to their cart, but then they abandon it without making a purchase.
We've all done that.
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
Traction's system can detect that and automatically trigger a personalized email
Okay.
to that customer, reminding them about their cart
Oh, wow.
and maybe even offering a little incentive to complete the purchase.
So it's like having a little sales team working 24/7.
Exactly.
Behind the scenes,
always
catching those lost sales.
Yep.
That's really interesting. And that's all happening automatically.
All automatic.
Through AI. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's just one example of how they use automation.
Okay.
They also leverage AI to, analyze customer data, personalize campaigns on a larger scale. It's really about reaching the right people at the right time with the right message.
So it's all about efficiency.
Efficiency and effectiveness.
So no wonder they've grown so quickly.
Right.
Over 100 clients in under 2 years.
It's amazing.
A team of over 20 experts.
Yeah. And you can really see Geraci's vision in Traction success.
Okay.
He understands not just marketing, but how technology is transforming business and how to stay ahead of the curve. So I'm really curious to hear more about his insights on the future of digital marketing.
Okay.
What trends does he see coming?
Well, he believes we're seeing a pretty fundamental shift in the marketing landscape.
In what way?
It's moving towards more performance-based activities and a greater reliance on automation.
So less about brand awareness, more about...
It's still about brand awareness, but it's about connecting that to actual business outcomes.
Got it. So how does that impact marketing departments?
That's a good question.
And the types of skills that will be in demand in the future?
Well, let's explore that after a short break.
Sounds good. We'll be right back with more on Pier Francesco Geraci and Traction.